Saa cia Vilingi wa Mauvoo.
Ni saidatu na nusu cia wiyo saa cia ukwata Vilingi wa Mauvoo na wikwatio kana ni watindanesa wa katano wa umundi ituko yemwe mwaini we 12 muthinyola twithia wa indi tulilikana wa ukimwi kana muthelo ndi yonthe chathikila chatani wa isioni kuthukanio ni uthocha tumanithie Mauvoo wasu nangi nyenito wa Robert MUTUKU na Kesharo Ndinda etwala Mauvoo wa kwanzia ya meko kwa plambo kunengelelia alatukumbanisie kwa ukumi.
Alatukumbanisye ni vamwe na
muyumbe wa matungulu mutinda mule kumwenda minisa wa kisomo Ezekiel Machogu kuelesea kila kinaende ye mutianini wa KCPE. Ndiyo nde kulilikana muthenya wa muthelo amuika maiwe twata mome muisioni monene. Ngwatanio ya wima wa mwindi yonde WHO kuvitukithia muya wa kila mundu kutonywa nzanzo ya corona. Nangusanisio kukusi wa umbanoni wa kunenanisya itheka sokoni wa Mutitu Andei kaunti ya Makueni.
Vilingi wa Mauvoo.
Ni na udhocha tumanithia tunengelele mawoni maku kwa ili 395 ile namba ito ya otomani mukuvi. Na tuyambia ni kana muyumbe wa matungulu Steven Mutinda mule ni wenda minisa muveani wa kisomo Ezekiel Machogu au mile na kuweka kutumia ivinda yasa kunengane mausungio mamutiani wa KCPE alamata matangasiwe na mataisa uvika maskuluni mule ainena kuya matuma mwitu matungulu ni waweta kana kethi watu ivikia wakeli chumwani chukite mausungio ama yethi wa maskuluni no kutwa mutatala mbungeni wa kusukumia kuvetwa kivilani kwa minisa wa kisomo kwa kwithi wa mutiani wa mwaka uwi na makulio maingi matema songie boni mutisia na Mauvoo.
Avikite cha thini cha kiwango vya cha manyiwa mama soma kindini kuya matuma mwitu ndeni wa kilomwe cha matongulu muyumbe Steven Mutinda mule ni walezekana nundu wa kumacha kwithwa manyiwa matana kwata mausungi ndeni wa maskulu wana kwithwa mausungi mamutiani wa KCPE manami ni utangaswa ni muvea wa kisomo va Kenya.
Chochote wanashika ni matope. Can you believe since they launched the results for
Avikite cha thini cha kiwango vya cha manyiwa mama soma kindini kuya matuma mwitu ndeni wa kilomwe cha matongulu muyumbe Steven Mutinda mule ni walezekana nundu wa kumacha kwithwa manyiwa matana kwata mausungi ndeni wa maskulu wana kwithwa mausungi mamutiani wa KCPE manami ni utangaswa ni muvea wa kisomo va Kenya.
Chochote wanashika ni matope. Can you believe since they launched the results for standard 8 students up to today no single result has been sent to school? Watoto wajua walipata nini? Kwani mnataka kutoa marks ya watoto ushuru? There is something wrong in this government. No single student in Kenya, no single student in Kenya today who did Kenya primary education certificate has received an official result from Kenya National Examination Council.
Vai mwenda minsa mvyani wa kisomo Ezekiel Machogu ya kalate kunengane mausungio ya maskulu neno kanyama ni wa mama kwate na iweta edho watu hivika muthanyani wa wakele maike wa makwate ita kazukumia mutatala mbungeni wa kumuvetanga kivilani.
I want to tell Machogu this. If by Tuesday you are not going to get students get their results in Kenya, I will bring a motion to impeach you in parliament. Wazazi wamekaa na watoto, wamesomesha watoto, wanafaa kupata results zao, results mmekalia, na no wonder hii serikali kweli naamini ilituibia uchaguzi. Sasa wanataka kuibia watoto wengine marks.
ingiaelesya kulea kuyaniwa kwake ni tondu mausunga maseletwe kuvika masukuluni iwetakana silikali ya umuthi nivalukite nthini wa maundu makonetie kisomo kwithiwa nevinda ya mbee mausunga ya kuselewa na ingi vena maunyungunyisyo kuonya mausungi ala manyuo manakwatie na ngimataneaniwa ni kila manakwatie nthini wa mausungio ma mwaka uyu,
kwa sababu wamefanya ukarabati. Tuliona shule watoto wote wamepata 76 marks. Onoka boya ngaisi ndusionde beimota unenda mwitwe. There is no way. So I want to tell Machogo and your team, I'm putting you on notice. By Tuesday we want the official results for students for primary school be sent to all the Ministry of Education officers and be dispatched to schools so that parents can know the truth. What are you hiding? You are trying to cook the results of our future, our country. We are not going to allow you, Machogo.
Mule awetakana silikali niende na uvitisia enenthi na vaiva tatongo imavindi mwenenthi kuendeana kwanangiwa vinda yukite na muno maundu ni makisomo vala manyuo matonya kwanangiwa ndoto sio kwithiwa maundu makisomo maendeana kweka.
Because this is unfair. Hawa watoto wamesoma, umekuja hapa kuwapea degree kwa sababu wanajua marks yao. Watoto wana language wa Kenya. My friends, is the high time we wake up and save this nation.
Twisonga na mbeni kana alimo ma junior secondary sioni siayata na masinga matongo ewe ni munini wa mwene kivila wa kupe tuvonge wa masako Ivoni Musyoka ni mamiende silikali kuisilanzama ya kumandi kalimu TSC kumandi kamyanyani ya kutua maiweta hata mateisa kwe uvya mavalua makandalasi na valama umya ukayo kumana na ndivi itesia kuendesya alimu hao ingi nimeenda mathamiwe maskulu ni masekondari maiweta maskulu mamusingi tamate na mawalanio na mawithiluko masio ma kisomo cha CBC na alimu anene maskulu ni hata tamate na utonyi wa kuendesya kisomo cha junior secondary. Ben Musau na Mauvoo.
No confirmation,
no renewal.
Alimu aya mainena na andiki Mauvoo ni maumia kiyo chokula kwiselikali kwisilanzama ya kumandika alimu TSC ni kana kumandika mianyani ya kutua maiweta tamethi tomaki vwandi vite siya kuendesya na mayisa kwa uvya mavalua makandalasi ila siuthela mwaini uyu wa Disemba.
We demand that TSC should confirm interns as permanent and pension teachers with immediate effect. Yes. We reject extension of internship for interns. After 6 months of the consecutive employment, employees are required to be confirmed as per the Employment Act.
Yes.
Payment of 17,000 salary to graduate teachers is tantamount to slavery, which is outlawed by the Constitution.
We stand here very agitated towards the TSC to come out very clear and expedite on the quagmire surrounding the intern teachers in Kenya today. Number one, the contract in the employment letters says that it is a 1-year contract. We want to ask the TSC to come out and clearly tell us when will they confirm us, because the contract is ending this December and we need the 20,000 or the 40,000 teachers on internship confirmed with immediate effect.
Alimu aya meweta maskulu mamusingi ovamwe na alimu anene maskulu ni aya tamate na utonyi wa kuendesya kisomo cha CBC na vala menda mathamiwe maskulu ni ma secondary kuma na mawithiuluko mathukumia ovamwe na kwa meiyo ya vata maskulu ni aya.
Because power. Get power. We may be victimized, we may be killed, but the truth can't be killed. Headmasters cannot manage graduates. Headmasters cannot manage JSS.
Sure.
We have learned that your first training is the real you. Whether you go up to PhD or you take masters, there is a behavior from your first training that you cannot unlearn. We have tried our best, level best, to resonate with head teachers, to resonate with B1 teachers, but it is becoming unsuccessful. We therefore call the president, the TSC, to come and relocate us to senior secondary school.
don't have resources. How do you expect us to teach practicals, something like home science, something like integrated science? How do you expect it to be taught without a laboratory, without a working home science room? The CBC is long dead. There is no CBC. I think if you want to go on with CBC, we should need to put on up resources, and these resources cannot be put up in primary schools because it will cost more, and yet now you don't even have money to pay the JSS teachers. That is why you are employing them on internship contract of 17,000. How are you going to put up the facilities? The JSS should be domiciled in secondary schools because
there's not enough manpower in the junior secondary schools when we are in primary school. For example, you find that someone is trained to teach English and literature, and you find yourself in a class you are supposed to teach integrated science, math, civilization. You don't have the know-how. How are you going to handle that one? This means these children we are going to produce a generation which will be dead, and we are killing the next generation, which is not right, and we will be punished for that one.
Wingi alimwayani matula mote ambunge kwa kila meweteta methito mainenga na mavalua makumandika alimu kwanzia sie na ulusani maimeenda kuelesea udhei wa isesoye.
Only 9,000 has been employed, mostly through illegal recruitment by the MPs, handling over recruitment letters in funerals, demeaning the teaching profession. We wonder loudly why the Anti-Corruption Commission has not arrested politicians who have been captured in tapes dishing out employment letters. And for that matter, unions and civil society should take TSC and politicians to court over corrupt recruitment of their relatives on permanent and pensionable terms without competitive process to give all unemployed teachers the opportunity to apply.
You want to know, why are the MPs dishing out, and where are they getting these PLP letters to employ fresh graduates on public while we are here as JS interns since 2023 February? TSC lost or given away its independence. Mogul's power, debate power. Number 3, we also demand to know, TSC, where is the 20 billion Kenya shillings?
Vilingi wa Mauvoo Mtongoi TV, Nyenita wa Ben Mwasao.
We are killing
Kulilikana matambia alama ekitwe kukutana na wowa HIV AIDS serikali ya kaunti Masako kwisila kwa muvea wa uiti ni yakwatiania na Kenya alangi kulilikana na kutania matambia alama kunitwe ndeni wachathi kila chatwa igwa kiwanzani cha Longwe kila kimutitoni siko sio wowa HIV AIDS kati wa mwika siaweta kwithi wa siende na kuangaleka mwakani ubaisianigwa na miaka ila ingi witano yumwa kwa enendi maendeye na kuisuviana na wowo uwe muisio. Daniel Mwangala nukuelesya
ndiyo nthendi kwatiane vumwe na kutania matambio ala makunitwe kukitana na wowe muisio wa HIV and AIDS va kauntini ya Masako visa munene muveani wa utheu na uima wa mwi tanena itina wachathiki mwana kila chatoiwa kiwanzani cha Lilongwe Simon Simba Mwako ni waelesekana siko seo usu ni siende na kuthea vasi ni wana miaka ila ingi ateo aumbula kana ni siende na kuongeleka muno kati wa amwika udula wa makuli maende na kuisuvia na kutumia nzila sithi sivo sia kuisuvia na wausu
tondo ni tuigwa yubo wa stigma no wendete othete hospitali ni maito ando nimeoto nolika facilities ni sito makathimwa bateo lo nyanyapa wethe awabo na ningo liando thini wa county ito tumine kindu keja stigma ando ni maito wisa ithi ai kekani mundu wonekie na AIDS atinda onelea nilwe paune tumete uiti ni wendete we improve it no munthe twi na viral loans ila thini wa maito siendete ithete vyo ila viral loans cia theya igwa imaanisha kana muwausu ndeza kuambukisha mundu ungi na tuyate ya maudhuthio ala onthe tunengwa na andu ma witi muvea wa witi kana eva ni mwana youth ukwigwa ndatothete levinda thia etwana ila withini wa kitendo ki ahakikishe no kutumia condoms na ubo wa wia ula twethia wana woke saithia ndwendo weta your status tumanwe naguo nikenda tutona usuvia andu maito.
Wengi utalo wao ugalama minite kwiyitikila na kwiyumila masivitali ni kukwata ndawa kila ivinda ni waweta kwitha wende na kuongeleka muno ula waweta tawona ni musio wakana utalo wa andu ala meukwatano usu nutona kuhendea na kuthea.
Masaku ni tuende nesa twakombea statistics ya mwaka wa 2022 na 2023 kwangelekanyo ala me kutumia ndawa cia kusia HIV ni mongelekete makapika 31,880 na target yitu ni 34 kwa twiyulu wa 90%. Alafu to that we see cia targets cia UN8 ila ni 95 yambe na lamesi status yo na twiyulu wa 90%. 95 ya keli na lame utumia ndawa cia HIV tusieta ARVs na about over 90%. 95 ya katatu nila tuita viral suppression kana i virus hii ndivyo na yathi mwandu kuonekana winayo pauo napo yulua 90% kwa masaku ni tuende nesa.
Nacio ciiku ila cietawone wau ni ciaorata ciende na kuthea muno kwena Dr. Ruth Muthama ni kana ine ndine mailite kuendea na kwisiania na wau na kuweka kuvatha alama waite wau ni kenda ciiku cia usu ciende na kuthea kwa kilungu kinene miaka ni yukite.
Aika alama maitu meukua mabu ni aingi muno masaku pau ni isu ni area ingi twailite kusiaisya muno nikenda tusiye nundu ila makwata mabume anini mayuka hospitali tene na yu maibikia bandu maikwata ingi maikwata tumintutu kwita HIV.
Daniel Mwongela, Mutungu TV, kuma Vali Longwe, Mutituni kauntini ya Masako.
Naindi madaktari kuma ukamba measia katoneka kaina yekwa naindi no sioke thia itwa umela musali ni wambe kwena na kililo cha mwaka woni kana twikithi kana itwa kitana na kunyaika kwa tulinyotwa HIV. Tuisonga na mbeni kana zanzo ya corona ila ikutua inengano kwa mwiyende yuni vitukithigwe ni movea wa wima wa mwi nthionthe WHO inenganwe kuma hospitali ni Tanzanzo ile ingita cia mukambi polio tetanus kati wa ingi wowa ikithwa ni obisamo na muveani wa uiti kaunti ya Makueni Dr. Steven Ndolo ulawa kana nzanzo ino yethe wa ine wa mundu wonde ulawa vicha ukuwa miaka 10 na ile na kwambata. Caleb Chalo ena livoti.
Shirika ya utheu duniani ila tujimita World Health Organization na Ministry of Health nayo ni pitukithitie ni kana withie ni anenganwe katika andu onthe Kenya.
Dr. Ndolo akinena kamindane kala maovisa ma muvea wa witi ma kaunti ya Makueni memwambane kundi ya Pan-Africa yameonengana ya mauvunde sio memwana kwi enenthi kukonya nzanzo iko ya musini wa Sultan Ahmud. Ndolo ni wamenda enenthi mavuthisi imu wanze kila siethitwe ikinaikwa ni andu mateno maniko konya nzanzo akiweta kana ni nzanzo ithianitwe nesa ni muvea wa witi wa nthionthe wa WHO neka ikithwa kana ni mbailu kwa mwenenthi
ni asia likwithitwe kwi andu meweta kana nzanzo eno ni itona etha na mathina lakini etha ni tulilikana ivinda ila covid yokie ondu ya likile nthionthe na etha yina mathara mathuku muno na kumela nzanzo yokie ni tona wau ni wekiwe control na kwa unienda kuhakikisha mwenenthi kana nzanzo eno ni certified na ni safe yina mathara yoyote itona kuthuru mwi na hicho kutumi yalawitwe na waisya nzanzo ile ingi tunenga nae tacha TB nzanzo ya mukambi na nzanzo ya tetanus ina mawasu methame mathuku na bwitina ila kutetha nzanzo tene lakini la twambiyo sansa ni methiwe main control kuo nayo wa covid not au ondu tuonete control inu twikulia andu onthe moke ni kana masanzo ulota sanzwa akanengwe nzanzo esukana nondu silie nondu sithana mitaratara tofauti kwa hospitali nuelewa
Leto ila cia kwa romba unio visa mutongo cia wekundi ya Pan-Africa ya Kasimu Lupao na ulawa wetatu ithi kuvika mwai wakana mwaka tuendete wa ingilile miongole na ina nimekwithiwa masanzite ene nthi ma kaunti ino kwa kilungu cha 80 yulu wa yana.
And part of the plans that we have put in place today is ensuring that integration is happening both at the health facility level and at community level. Therefore, all health activities happening at the community level will ensure that COVID-19 vaccination services have been integrated. And at health facility level, we are going to ensure that there are no missed opportunities. Anybody 12 years and above who comes to the health facility, part of the services will include vaccination, and that is being vaccinated for COVID-19.
Caleb Chalo, Mutongo TV, Vilingi wa Mauvoo.
Andu ala mekwisililwa kwitha mosete miunda ya serikali sokoni wa Mutito wa Ndei ni mavalania umbano ula umbanitwe ni serikali ya kaunti ya Makueni kunenia iseso ya kwika survey itheka cia soko wa Mutito wa Ndei na miunda ya serikali la isokoni usu umbano usu witwa igwe nyumbani ya umbano sokoni usu wa Mutito wa Ndei vala wivikitwe ni minister wa maundu maitheka kaunti ya Makueni Dr. Sonia Nzilani na maovisangi maundoni maitheka vala serikali ya Makueni ivathite milioni 5 kutwaisya iseso yu. Ken Mulinge nukwelesya
Inenet na wonena nyana atandethia sokoni wa Mutito wa Ndei minister wa maundu maitheka kaunti ni ya Makueni Dr. Sonia Nzilani no wetakana serikali ya Makueni niyo vikia kusavia miunda serikali sokoni wa Mutito wa Ndei vayumbula kana maiso kwatiana na mundu na wivola wasete miunda serikali sokoni u kana masokoni angeleme kaunti ni ya Makueni
ditoka Mutito wa Ndei tukite kuete consultant ulo kwitha ai survey nundu tuendo survey i perimeter boundary yonde ya Mutito wa Ndei na public utilities undu mwezi public utilities ni sithitwe andu malikite ma encroachite ingi na niti kwenda withie nita assumia nikana onetha ndi ithai public utilities onetha ndi kwako yuke the dijisikie palawi nundu andu ingi maclaim ya ma encroach ya maisi vikite bana maisi kana jipo nicho kitumituera kuinenga first priority nikana after that tuke ingi ku survey individual plots nikana ndo ituma Mutito wa Ndei makwate title deeds kathonzwe ni nundu tinene muno survey wa individual plots community and not community public na perimeter boundary.
Waziri Sonia weta kuvanga soko wa Mutito wa Ndei na ula kathonzwe ni ula matoa isisekalo cia public participation wakana o tasio tumia ngalama kimanza cha shilingi milioni 12.
Soko isi elisa kathonzwe na Mutito wa Ndei kwa budget ya 12 million nundu pabe 5 million na kuya kungi ku 8 kathonzwe ni 8 million na isuni budget bingi yetetwa ba kwika project isuni kana withie tuenda tukwate all the details anu maituma kwate title deed na nitusa kwa PMC ya kathonzwe ni tunasa kuyeyo andu mane yumetie nundu andu a PMC ino ni hiyo kwitha yonia yitembea na consultant yo wito remember consultant ti mundu wa account ya umetenza na nitukwenda withie PMC niyo ya mukwatania na nyau na mwene nthi undu ithi tuoko county tuoko kwatania PMC consultant na PMC so PMC yetu ni cho kitu mtwa cia tuenda andu meyumetie me ready kutembea na survey yo door to door maendete ma survey kila bandu bonde bendeka
vaya ndatandithia na kalima soko huko kwatiana na maofisa ma survey live nda kuvijukite mekwambise sasa kwikia survey miunda serikali sokoni wa Mutito wa Ndei
surveyor itu mweteiye consultant musinenge ibinde sio moi support ndukambe yo mwe ilika plot ine yakwa nundu wewe ona ni yaku lakini ni ya public utility mena map ila ya plan ila ya approve ye no meitha mati na ndukambe kwa sia isonga nja sijui ndu isilaba nina mukulia kwa tafadhali twi cooperative tukwatanie nundu survey ino ni yitu tukwata title deed itha soko andu kuingwa title deed ni mwikalite miaka over 50 mute title deed yini buswesio yoka kwenye mwetewe ni his excellency Mutula Kilonzo Junior nikana withie ni mwakwata title deed so the next process twina plan ya approve one assembly yutu oka ku survey wa mina ku survey niwo tukuka tu survey niyo yona cia kundisha kula kwenzi ya kula kwi public utilities isuna weta nikana withie yu town toni wa bingo ka wa Mutito wa Ndei
Delivery ya Mutongo TV kuma Mutito wa Ndei kaunti ya Makueni nyonito wa Ken Mulinge
mube yake ni Mulinge nundu wa Mauvoo asukuma Mutito wa Ndei na initi kwate kanangu sanisi isu niyo then kiwatu ambothio mwavanini itusiokethetie na Mauvoo mbea
na udhocha ndini wa kilungu cha Thambalala.
Ndume numenete kukuthukiwa ni kiveti onatho mundu muka eana ni munene eana kiembe na mundu maybe no toothpick kama tumiende twesu numenete kukuthukiwa ni mundu muka
Kilungila kikukia kila wathandatu kwambia saa ile na nusu cia wiyo
Edwa wikalatha yukwenda edwa ni mwitu muthenya mwoka twawa withie wiungua muome waku wiungua mundu na edwa walekilwe wika yundu kwenda ukathina
ona ega ni kwaku kuna salute we mutambue tu ni kana kwithwa mugo ndini wa musi nundu no mena kulea kutambulika na mapinda mengi cyo kutumiwanda koa ni kana mumana eo chao
wikala life with a control nunu nabaka wikala na control da yundu tonyekani kulechu itende yanso itonyeko
ndukende kwasia mwana nukomete na wewe umoka wewe umoka uthambe nde yani mwitu yawe ande wakomelelie mwana
yonthe omituki ni mutanisia wambie ku depend na eba wisaki ukwenda ukaiya
musubie na ndukamwelekanye nonge usungi woniye kuyanza ni mausuwesia niwe atikoke
Taiwe nyene tawa Veronica Siombua no wenda ukwata wathi usu wa mutungi ne kwithi wasikiza tune yaku oza simu yaku ubinyeye *837 *3016 no yiki ya okay ingi no kunena mbe ya simu na wakuna witina imwe mala ele 0702657199 ngaina kwa thimeno ndo akwikia mutungi ne kwithi wa skiza tune yaku ni movea
ni na udhocha ingi twendeye na kumanithia serikali wetano nginya nende mathuthwe kulumilia mutuo wa ikundi siama kana sako tanziemwe ya kwikithia ni maende ya kwiyungamia nesa kiukwati mutai wa musumbi maunduni ma kiukwati David Ndi eweta ikundi ni sieki kana ni sikithitwe ni siavata kwa mamilioni mainendi na nonginya inengo mwanya wa kuyana ivindani yotwika wa matukua uendeye kutumika maunduni ma kwa ilia utandithia Benjamin Mwaka nukuelezea
Mutayungu wa musumbe maunduni ma ukwati nwathingilakana kwisila ikundi siama undumwe na sako mamilioni mainendi ni matethekete kwiyungamia kiukwati na kwa unongina mutuo wa ikundi wimiwe ni kila mwene nthi.
You know that Kenya is a country of chamas. Everybody belongs to one or two or three even. You go everywhere in the marketplace, women belong to chamas. You go into offices, people belong to chamas.
Kuyanana na David Ndi nikana ni vinda yukundi siungamiwe neza kiutwe kwa matukwano kana kuitonthia kulika kiwanzani kinene cha kukunywa milatini minene ya kuyaka, yani investments.
How to mainstream chamas, because what chamas are trying to do is invest. So how to mainstream chamas into the investment sector, the investment asset management sector has always been a goal, because we recognized many people save in groups, but the way the industry and products are structured, they are for individuals.
Ainena kavindani kala wa kusia kwambia kwa la nyotu kwa matukwa wa kwailia masavu na ungami wa mbesa ungu wa zimele no kana kusia wansi ilo vyansi memba si amani ndino wathingilela hone vinda ingile tumeka kweka masavu ma kutalanya na tulamu itona kuthinikiwa ni ungami musio wa mbesa kwisilo kwa matukwa na kutongi ya mwikio wa ungami wa siama mbingi.
Chamas will be assisted very, very greatly because the administrative processes and record keeping will be an issue which is now being handled.
Every member of the chama knows that a lot of time is spent trying to keep track of who is contributed what. It can have high transactions cost if you do it professionally, because then you have to hire professional accountants. And of course, most groups are too small to do that. So this is now being able to provide a plug and play service where any chama just plugs in and all its transactions work is done automatically.
Ninzia ila ingi wa mikathi hata inaotoni muneno wa kwailia savings sia siama ikundi kana SACCOs.
People save a lot of money in chamas. But because they are so preoccupied with financial administration, sometimes the money is in cash, there is lots of opportunity for money, so they don't have buys. Providing systems, we think that that is a significant contribution in terms of unlocking the capacity of chamas to save, but also to invest well and to provide good returns and safe returns for their members.
Vilingi wa Mauvoo kuma mamusini wa Ilovi nye nito Benjamin na Mwakam.
Speaker wa mbunge nene Moses Wetangula ni wawetekana nime ukwata mbau andikima Mauvoo ni kana medhiwe na udhasio wa kuthukuma wia wo vatena ECA. Aina nandi ni hoikomano ya dhandatu ya kila mwaka ya kelima Mauvoo kana Kenya Editors Guild. Wetangula ni wenda nyumbasi ya kunyai cha Mauvoo kwikithia kana uthukumi ni watwai wa kwa withianu vate kwe kiangaliko imwe vala wathingilila vata wa kuandikwa kwa Mauvoo mena uwo na mekitwe ukunikili. Angelina Muse na Mauvoo.
Wetangula ni waikithisia andikima Mauvoo uthasio wa kutoa isia uthukumi uo vala watakana mena utonyo wa kuthacha mitalatala kivathuka nyumbungeni ivikie kunenaniswa na kuvitukithwa kimiyao. Awetakana miyao ya mbungeni inengete kila umwe uthasio wa kutoa isia ki.
You know, the 2010 constitution that you all participated in bringing forward has moved the preserve of making laws from parliament to everybody, including yourselves. The constitution now allows you, even as the Editors Guild, to sit together, evolve an idea, draft a legislation proposal, and bring it to Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker will ensure that it finds its way to Parliament, it's debated, if it's good, it's passed as good law.
Wetangula anene va musini wa Mombasa kavindani kala wedho vingwa rasmi komono ya dhanzatu ya kila mwaka ya Kenya Editors Guild vala wa matavya kana mena uthasi wa kuikithia mavata moni maathinikiwa kwisila mbunge vala wa amenda kuikithia kana Mauvoo alama kunya icho ni nyumbasi ya Mauvoo ni mawe na ni mathiane undu vailite. Anawiavo, speaker uwa mbunge nene ni wamenda ene nyumbasi ya Mauvoo kumanenga uthasi wa thukumi mwone kana kutoesia wia uo kwenana na miya vate kusiisya ngaliko imwe.
I have been told of one media house owned by friends of mine that is having problems. The economy is not doing well, I think we all know. And it's not just here, in many places. But as a country, we should not watch such an important media house to go down the gully. And I undertake to you to pass it on to the President to see whether an intervention can be made, because the collapse of a media house of that size has serious ramifications on the journalism of this country, on the media relations of this country, and above all, jobs will be lost.
Onawivo ni wasikule nyumbasi ya Mauvoo kwithwa mustali ni wambe kukitana na kuikithikana kunyaicho kwa Mauvoo chatini kwa thelani kana ena nthima yake kululutikwa.
But equally important is now the threat to the integrity of the media by those who generate fake news. People who sit in dark corners and imagine what you are doing and coin it and make it look very real and release it out. So I stand here to call for self-regulation among yourselves, Madam President, to ensure that you collect, you disseminate factual news Even when you analyze situations that can take us to the next level of development, other than taking us in a reverse gear.
Wanawevo Zubeida Kananu na ula ni president wa Kenya Editors Guild ni wameenda serikali kuithwa mostali ni wambe kuikithesya andiki Mauvoo mawetho lukoma iluma kutoesya wiawo.
We urge the government to champion a media landscape that benefits all, recognizing that while regimes may change, the Kenyan society endures and demands better governance. Our collective experience from the last general election underscores the media's pivotal role amid demanding circumstances.
Ngilivoti ya Vilingi wa Mauvoo kuma kauntini ya Mombasa nita wa Angelina Mose.
Minista Moveani wamekuwa mkanilie na upati wa mitandao ni Eliud Owalo yowetakana serikali ya Kenya kwanza ivanie kusevya myanya ya mawia ama mitandaoni milioni ile kwa hamu ikandini wa miaka ile yokite. Owalo ni waumbula kana kuma serikali ya Kenya kwanza yosalela utongoi. Ninengete amu ikangilima na tano utuika waki mitandao na kusevya mawia bewangilia na yemwena 19 ingi wetakana nimeukwati ya niya na yumbe mambunge nene kona undu mionya ichizesya utuika waki mitandao isioni siandwani.
I wanted to know what different would you do from what we saw with the previous government in terms of the laptops project that was taken to the kids, and it became another nightmare. And you seem to be telling this committee that you're working on sort of a similar strategy of still providing equipments to this institution of lower learning, the primary.
Those are lessons learned, very valuable lessons learned from the past that should inform what we are doing moving forward.
And it is our estimation or proposition for that matter that based on the partnership that we are soon embarking on with the Parliament through members of the National Assembly on establishment and operationalization of village digital laboratories in each and every ward in this country, we are going to be able to create a minimum of 2 million jobs in this country for our youth within the next 2 years.
We have sat with the CS and the Postal Corporation Postmaster General and the team, and they have assured us that they are waiting for payment of more than 500 million that will be channeled. And I'm happy the CS has confirmed and assured us that he has given a caveat to ensure money that is paid to Posta will be paid to salaries that has been owed to workers or close to 6 months.
Tunamuomba tu waziri wa fedha aweze kuharakisha haraka iwezekanavyo hizi pesa zitoke ili wafanyikazi wa Posta na wao wapate afueni, kwa sababu sisi tulitafuta kura tukisema tutasaidia mahasla, na hakuna mahasla wengine zaidi ya wale ambao wanarauka kufanyia kazi serikali ili waweze kupata kipato na kulisha jamii zao.
Kongi ni kana Musumbe William Ruto yoweta kana vaindi ya ilite kulasmithwa isakwe kati wa maendeleo na kukitana na Mwaliuku Manzeve weta kana ni watonyaka sindu ile ikadhinikiwa kwa pamwe aina nandini wakikalo cha kunanisia Mwaliuku Manzeve kuya Dubai cha COP28. Musumbe Ruto ni waweta kana vena vata wandisionde kukwatana kukitana na Mwaliuku Manzeve ala maendeleo kuweta ukona monene wala ingi wenda muikalembetani ya Afrika mavikia wakonwa maondoni mamaendeleo.
We have transformed this vision into tangible goals. Our plan is ambitious to expand our current energy capacity of approximately 3 gigawatts to 100 gigawatts of entirely renewable power by 2050 as a cornerstone of our green industrialization strategy. This level of ambition must be matched by the global commitment to achieve concrete, action-oriented outcomes. The first global stocktake at this COP is not just a checkpoint. It is a crucial step forward in our collective response to climate change. It must therefore encompass strategies for mitigation, adaptation, addressing loss and damage, and fundamentally, the means of its implementation. Such a comprehensive approach will pave the way for a more inclusive and robust set of nationally determined contributions in the next cycle. At the heart of our discussion at this COP28 must be a package of ambitious energy transition and investment goals and incentives aligned with our commitment to maintain a global temperatures within 1.5 degree limit. This entails a pledge to triple renewable energy capacity and double energy efficiency by 2030, alongside a significant reduction in fossil fuel dependency. I commend my brother, the co-presidency, for their efforts to converge the world around this global goal. The strong participation of traditional hydrocarbon energy leaders in this global endeavor has transformed the conversation and brought us closer to consensus based on democratic inclusion and the best spirit of collective action, as well as multilateralism. Notably, the vision demands deliberate support for developing countries. In the past 2 decades, only 2% of the $3 trillion invested globally in renewable energy has reached Africa, despite the continent's vast resource endowments and great need for investment.
Mwele kivila wa ngwatanio ya ene ngali siya maratu masaku ila iskanie tamamoa Onesmus Chalo niwe na maovisa mavolisi matiye mwamulo ule umigweni minisa muvyani wa ukui na malelo Kipchumba Murkomen wakana baingali yalite kwene ndite ungua walanio wa PSV. Chalo hainena na Mutongo TV kwa yakadhiyane maweta vethi tunathina munene kati wa thukumi mamatatu nangi alamethi twe maitumia ngali siona muno mthemba wa Probox kukuana kuma kadhiyane kuthima sako kati wa kondo kongi uvathukanu na miao ya maleloni.
Na niasia nena bika bakadhiyane kondo akuka kusisia maundondo maende bakadhiyane tuyo Minister wa Transport Kenya Onesmus Murkomen ne umise directive kana crackdown ya illegal PSVs ilani Probox na personal ngale private ila siukuana kwenda na crackdown esu na niasia bakadhiyane bethetwa na thina mwingi muno yolo wangali usia Probox na nibethetwa mvutano. In fact eyo kwacha ona directive izweta nenganetwe paaba na ikawa ando matatu na ndo asume na Probox isu na nena bika na ino Probox yukuana na inde nibethetwa na thina nondo ando asuma Probox nimethetwa maitata kana nimekuonewa na nimethetwa maitomea maobisi ma county government nai nondo elama correct wa mayewa kemu kweka tikiseo methetwa maisemba maobisi na ma county government na kwa siaka na nimekuonewa nemakunie kula na yutu ya yetie binda ya siasa na ithie o wito ne wea na tuikwenda maondo ma siasa weani kila kiboto ya sia meo yatewe na meo ne ile takwatewa ne wombe ula wakunie kula onolota kuna kula na Probox detekeletwe ni meo kuthoko mawea wa PSV penge wenge kana ne mana nengetwe pando ba ukuane ne county government makuane ta taxi na ndienda kwa asia kana taxi indefinite route taxi yenda anywhere wathi kuona taxi wa miawendo i Mombasa ikotwa Mombasa wa miawendo thi lobby ikotwa i lobby lakini wethe Probox be bandu ina nengetwe ya zezo sio kuna taxi kuthika thiani na sio yo kuna taxi sio kuna we wa matatu ondo wethe ikuando bakeka kuela mbutini ko ithi twenda ukulia meo yate wenekela umwe na ndikulia asikale mabaka thiani ala ne OCS twithitu tuyona pena thina munene muno piu nundu elando amekukita ma Probox na ma matatu asikale ne masiaesie na OCS ni wese nesa meo nundu ne mundu usomete na ne wese meo ndo yailenda hili lakini maisiaesie ando maito mayukita na mayomeania o maile kulikele
na kuti kwaminete muno
na ndi tikwatia kana ngusanisho isu sia andoma Probox na matatu isio thenike wanu kwitha sisione wathukanio cia nthi ya Kenya na ndi kwa Mauvoo asu tutungea Mauvoo anu ndwa kwithiwa wa kutambania na ito nginya muthia wa Vilingi wa Mauvoo nyenito wa Robert Mutuku na Kisharo Ndinda atwala Mauvoo wa kwanzia ya mekoti kwendea kuyocha kwa ila na weekend nzio tiwanesa.